Being the youngest of 4 older brothers, showing my wiener to those I care about is second nature. Male Redditors, have you ever shown your best friend your penis? If so, why? What's up, my fellow bro? So glad you could join me, Andrew, for another story time. Since you've made this far, can you like the video? It really helps out the channel. If you do, I'll send you some N95 face masks. No more jokes, it's story time. I often get dressed in front of my dog. I did a lot of streaking back in the day. Pretty much every person within 30 miles of home saw my dick between 2003 and 2005. Yes, because I was drunk and flooded our buddy's bathroom while attempting to take a drunk shower. Yeah, we went to the swim place together, can't remember the English word. My best friend and I had a threesome with his girlfriend a few years back. She really wanted 2 dudes, and he knew he could trust me. All in all, I'd give the experience 4 stars. I think my best friend is actually the only one who hasn't seen my penis. My other best friends all have because of pajama pulling down or some variation of that. Decided to be cheeky and went through the water slide directly after each other, him first. He looked back and tried to pull me towards him to slingshot me, he only pulled down my shorts. We both regretted the entire situation. When I was in grade 2, my classmates took me to a remote section of the schoolyard and asked to see my penis. They seemed rather unimpressed and even disappointed. It was only years later that I realized that this happened because I was the only black guy in my school. Nope. Grower, not a shower. My buddy, however, wrapped his around his wrist and asked me what time it was. It's his party trick. Seen that thing way too many times. My best friend and I are roommates and we like writing jokes together. One time I thought of one in the shower, but also thought it would be funnier if I told it dripping wet and naked. Turns out all I had to do was walk around naked, cause neither of us could stop laughing with me hanging brain in the living room. There's a difference between showing your penis and showering in open showers at the gym or a game of some sort. I have seen most of my friends and every guy on my hockey team naked at some point. I've had full conversations with friends while standing naked waiting for a free shower. Good times. Very liberating, knowing that everyone has a small dick. Except Steve. Goddamn Steve. This reminds me of a tale of my youth. My friends and I were at the back of one of their house, which was pure vegetation beyond their backyard. He left the keys inside, so we had to pick the back door. I couldn't hold it in for much longer, so I picked a lowly bush to be the target of my urine blast. They asked what I was doing. Mind you, I was 9 at the time and basically gave 0 ducks, so I answered with a wet helicopter. Shouts and screams ensued, but thankfully, no one was affected by the wild yellow drizzle. Accidentally, yes. Me and some friends went on a city trip and got double rooms. Don't know the correct English term for that. Me and my best mate got into the same room. I got pretty drunk the night before, so I slept longer than him. He pulled away my blanket to wake me up because we had stuff planned, exposing me and my morning wood directly to his eyes, as I have the habit of sleeping naked. I'm pretty confident about my dick, so I laughed way too hard when I woke up to his shocked and disgusted face. Female here. My best friend showed me his penis when he broke it while having sex with some random girl. He was freaking out, so I took a look to see if we should go to the hospital. Edit, we didn't go to the hospital, it stopped bleeding, so the next day a retired nurse checked on him. Since he was able to pee and there wasn't any visible injuries, he just had to be careful for a couple weeks. He recovered pretty fast, and he and his GF had a baby 2 years later, so I guess is working perfectly lol. I showed a couple, 3 guys 1 girl, of my close friends my dick when we were 14-ish. The girl agreed to show everyone her tits, which were very large, if I whipped out my dick. So I took one for the team, stepped out of the room and came back with my dick hanging out. After a couple awkward nice and mess, she whipped out her knockers to a couple of wow and mess. One of the best trade deals in the history of trade deals maybe ever. I am pretty sure my buddy and I both have unintentionally seen one another's junk, most times it was after drinking like fish. Mind you, him and I have known each other since middle school, and we both are 31 now. Anyways, first time I saw his, we all went out drinking for a work thing. I had a single drink that entire night and was sober by the time our boss asked me to get him home, and so I did. Got him in the apartment into his room and went about the rest of my night. Wasn't hearing anything from his room like usual, so I went to check. He wasn't in his bed, the TV wasn't on, nothing. I see the light on in his bathroom, so I knock to see if he's alright, but get no answered, and dumb me opens the door to peek inside and make sure he wasn't dead or dying. Dude was passed out hugging the toilet, buck-ass naked dick sprawled across the floor. Immediately noped out after making sure he wasn't dead. New Year's Eve, 2004. My best friend and I were both quite drunk and sitting outside away from the party just to chill for a bit. We decided we wanted to seal our friendship as blood brothers, but not with the whole cutting our hands and mixing our blood because that's gross. So, we whipped out our junk and dipped our balls into each other's beer glasses and chugged the whole thing. We are now ball brothers. Funny thing is, I didn't remember it completely the next morning, but I did remember the sensation of my testicles being cold. Edit. Well, I didn't expect this to blow up. I'm going on vacation in a couple weeks and meeting up with him for the Independence Day weekend, and yes, we're still best friends, so ball beers work. I'm sure he'll be tickled pink knowing our story got 8K upvotes. And then we'll have to do it again, because that just seems like the right thing to do now. My buddy and I were supposed to meet up. My timing was off, so I thought I had plenty of time to have some fun with the wifey. I come out of the bedroom looking for a towel and see my buddy walk through my front door. Direct line of sight of me stepping over doggy gate, just hanging dong. We lock eyes, he calls me a motherdicker and walks back outside. Edit. Holy crap, my highest rated comment is due to my buddy seeing my floppy post-sex dick. Will try to clarify your replies as best I can. My, now, ex-wife was in no way related to my buddy. Not his mom, not his wife. He is not Samuel L. Jackson, I'm not that lucky, nor cool. The mother ducker was definitely a goddammit, why am I looking at your dick? 18 years later, he still gives me crap, saying I did it on purpose. Door was unlocked as it was midday in a fairly safe area. Plus I was expecting him to show up, just not so quickly. My first apartment, I moved in with one of my best buds. I worked nights and once when I came home he asked me that since I was going to college, I could look at his dick since it hurt. I explained to him I was going to tech school for machining, not med school lol, but he insisted and was freaked out, so I did it. Turned out he broke it while having sex with his girl earlier, and it was black and blue. He asked if he should go to the hospital and I told him if my dick looked like that I'd be pushing women and children out of the way to get there. Edit. Holy crap guys, thank you so much. I literally did not see this take off as when I posted it I was waiting in the hospital room while they prepped my wife for a C-section lol. I now have a beautiful daughter and my first gilded post. Also this caused my wife to laugh so hard the nurses became concerned and came in. For those asking, he did go to the hospital and it was minor, just looked bad due to bruising. Injury came from her riding him and his dick coming out and into her thigh mid-thrust. They did not marry as she tried to stab him with a piece of broken glass during a fight like 2 months later. 5 years ago, my best friend came to visit me for the first time in the city I moved to for work. I was single and using Tinder, so for a few days before he arrived, I'd been having some dirty talk with a girl who wanted to get freaky. After he arrived, the girl asked me to meet up, but I told her I had a friend in town and it would have to wait. Surprisingly, she replied, "How about I come take care of both of you?" Neither my buddy or I had ever once had a threesome. We took a step back and in a moment of clairvoyance both agreed, "Duck it, we're in our early 20s, let's invite this girl over and it'll be a fun memory for later." I sent her a message and said, "Sounds good, we're waiting for you." While we waited, we made the bed and cleaned the place up, but then we thought, crap, we've never seen each other's dicks before, let alone any other dick in person, and we're about to have the devil's threesome. Simultaneously, a dick-shaped light bulb turned on for both us. Let's show each other our cocks right now so we can get it over with. We proceed to count down for 3, 2, 1, and got a solid glance at each other's soft wangs. Alright, well we got that out of the way. I grabbed my phone and opened Tinder to see that this girl said, "I was just kidding, LMK when he's gone so we can meet up." We both fell to the ducking floor and started laughing. At my wedding, my friend gave a groomsman speech. He started it like this. "You housematic, you are one of my closest friends. We have seen such intimate and private parts of each other's lives. Duck you, Ben, I love you." Thanks for watching. What did you think of the story time? Let me know in the comments below. If you liked the video, smash that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any more story times.